My name is LRoberts, and today I'm going to talk about a story that involves shifting the educational landscape at a small private institution. Within the last year, our institution tasked my team with addressing the needs of distance and hybrid education on our campus. As we all know, the traditional pipeline of 18 to 22-year-olds has decreased across the nation, and the non-traditional population is increasing. So flexibility of course delivery, modality adjustments, and offering outside of the traditional brick and mortar are necessary to keep enrollment steady. So Indiana, for instance, has nearly 750,000 individuals that have started a degree but have not completed. So the You Can Go Back campaign was launched by the Indiana Commission of Higher Education, and it was designed specifically to market and assist the adult learner. As you can imagine, if an institution did not offer fully online programs or even hybrid ones, then assisting this population would clearly be a difficult task. As programs were being designed to meet the goals of the Commission and the non-traditional market, we had to expand outside of our campus evening programs that had been running for more than a decade. So certainly the idea of fully online programs and courses could cause resistance, particularly on a very traditional campus that has served very well our NC classes with a 15-to-1 ratio with our professors, and challenges were certainly presented to our team. You know, you think about, are we replacing our NC classes? Are faculty being asked to duplicate efforts? What were the costs associated with moving to a campus providing distance education? Do we have the resources available to faculty, administrators, and online students? As we've read in the Choosing Change book, the framework for individuals and organizations consisted of the 5 Ds, and disruption certainly happened on our campus with the extreme discomfort of the whole process. You know, so we talk about the 5 Ds, and the first one obviously is disruption. And, you know, if we look at moving in with a new model, how do we do it? What's the best route? Who's going to put in the effort and the time? What are the resources? We certainly had some challenges. So we literally had to start from scratch with going through the accreditation process to even begin to offer these programs or courses. And if anyone has ever been through this process, I certainly empathize with you. The 250-page document is certainly treacherous at times. But, you know, this plays into the huge part of what the book describes when talking about discipline and determination. You know, we obviously had the desire because we wanted to make sure we were meeting the needs of the adult market and picking up with the trends. We certainly needed the discipline to go through such, you know, an treacherous time, and we needed the determination, there's no doubt. When our team here, it consists of 4 individuals, and we are tasked with this on top of our daily duties, you know, it certainly is something that can make a little difficult as we progress and are trying to move about this change. So what we did is to make sure we were breaking it into small chunks and small wins, and that's really what kept us going. It took about 9 months to get the document to the point where it was good enough to submit. During this time, we formed a distance learning committee, had extensive meetings with our academic affairs team, was able to hire an instructional technologist to assist in meeting the goals, and literally I had to budget and build within my own budget how we were going to support these efforts for the first year, because this certainly wasn't something that was across the institution being looked at institutionally for the budget. Obviously it was a goal and a strategy moving forward, but it wasn't something that had been prepared for. So that certainly was an unexpected challenge for me, as we were tasked with meeting a strategic goal of the institution, but resources were being used from within one unit. Certainly for me as a young leader, it was important to keep pushing and moving forward towards our goal and making that organizational change. It was a year-long process of submittal, review, internal struggle, and conflict, and it taught me extreme admiration for my dean, the importance of continually improving our approach with faculty, administrators, and even the community. You know, and so that counts with our continuous development and how we are supposed to look at what comes next and how we take what we've learned and make sure we make adjustments and move forward. Thankfully, after 6 months of an agonizing wait, we were offered a site visit from the accrediting body, and the 3-day visit was certainly intense, hard to prepare for. It was my first time to go through such a process. The visit culminated the large change we were attempting by allowing our team to convey the need and the desire and the plan to implement the process. It was vital for me and our team to ensure we had discipline and drive to get the document finished and the entire strategic plan for online learning to come to fruition. However, we couldn't have done so without making sure that we were taking care of ourselves and making sure self-care was at the top of the list. So taking breaks and just walking away for the weekend was certainly important to keep forward progression happening. Now, as we were through the process and the change was approved by our institution, and we have successfully implemented 2 hybrid programs for our adult learners and 1 fully online master's degree, with an additional adult program that is in the approval process right now. So it is not part of the institution's largest strategic plan, and a shift is starting to kind of happen across campus. So we have individuals working with our instructional technology that were extremely resistant, and they are now becoming our biggest advocates for online learning. And change certainly can't happen with disruption, but bearing in mind that neither can innovation. So disruptive innovation is a huge component in most organizations that are looking to grow both in the market but continuously develop their employees as well. So it's huge for me to be able to provide the opportunity for growth and challenge within my team, and it's important as leaders to keep in mind the driving force of our desires and passions. Serving as an authentic and ethical leader is what makes me partake in change and what drives me to continue to do the work I do each day.